Hello there. Today we'll see how easy it is to create a mobile app for HVAC system inspections using Fulcrum, the no-code application platform that modernizes the mobile workforce. We'll use a basic HVAC inspection checklist as our starting point, but since Fulcrum is a complete no-code application platform, we'll do more than just digitize the checklist. We'll improve it with multimedia fields. We'll create an inspection report, and we'll make it possible to automate workflows using the data we collect. Let's get started. We'll group the inspection into several sections. The first one will contain basic location information, including the name and address of the building where the system is located. We have a lot of choices of field types, but we'll default to simple yes/no fields when we can to describe the situation, like with the field clean and dry. If we needed additional clarity, we could change the values from yes and no to something like pass and fail instead. And sometimes we need to include the not applicable option as well. We can mark the field as required if we like and move to the next field. Now we should address a different kind of question. Describe items in need of attention. It's different because we can ignore it depending on the answer to the previous question. It will really simplify this app if the field for describe items in need of attention only shows up when the answer to the previous question is yes. So we set the visibility rule for our field, checking that its value is yes before showing it. This app can be improved by including multimedia. For instance, we could have a field for a photo that helps illustrate the condition of the cooling tower. In this case, there is algae growth, for example. We could also capture video, sound recordings, or even barcode scans if needed. For this demo, we'll include a Photos section to capture photos of the cooling tower. Repeatables are just like a normal section, but as you might guess, the section can repeat as many times as you need it to. In this case, we're collecting data related to filters. For each filter, enter all of the fields that you need to capture. When your technician has collected the data for one filter, he'll be able to loop through the rest until they're all captured. As we reach the end of our checklist, we need to collect the technician's name. Since many people will be using Fulcrum on their own phones, the name will be the same every time. So we can let it default to the last value that was entered to make the process faster. Then we'll capture a signature. The date and time are automatically populated and read-only. And speaking of automatic, location data is saved with every record collected and picture taken. Location intelligence is built in from the get-go. This mobile app is done. The technician can download it to his or her mobile device and start using it right away. But Fulcrum can make your data work even harder for you. Here's how. First, we'll create a report in Fulcrum for consumers of the data. We'll keep this really simple. For this demo, we inserted a test record to see what our report would look like. Although we could have a cover page with a map, an image, the date and time, and the name of the technician who did the inspection, we'll leave it off and just get the data as it was collected. It looks good, so we'll save it. Then we'll create a workflow that sends this report to the property manager for review. It's as easy as telling Fulcrum to perform the workflow every time a new record is created, attaching the report and setting up the email. Notice that the email can contain values from the app, so the property manager can immediately know what's going on even before opening the report. The most important field is the pass-fail at the end, so we'll put that right in the subject line. We could also send a text message to a supervisor if, for example, a situation is dangerous. If you want to share this data directly with applications, such as analytical tools, there are straightforward ways to do that, too, using shared views and a full-featured API. In fact, all of this data is immediately available for supervisors, contractors, or even clients to review. Fulcrum's cloud-based data storage is secure and accessible in real time by anyone, anywhere with permission. The amount of time you spend in creating apps, reports, and workflows like this will be recuperated quickly through people not driving back to the office with a paper inspection checklist, or through systems getting fixed faster, or through a supervisor noticing an issue by looking at a photo without having to travel there physically and inspect it personally. Want to see Fulcrum in action yourself? Try it free for 30 days to see how it can modernize your mobile workforce.